fucking up. Like, do you know me? No, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, bitch, what the fuck am I saying? No, she's doing too much, dude. So I know you who you don't care, bitch. Hello, everybody. It's Jasmine. That's Rasheeda's friend. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
Me and Tierra cool. I ain't gonna lie. I invited him up, but I didn't know Tierra was gonna bring Jasmine. Why Jasmine gotta use my party for a book? Damn, I feel like this is deja vu.
You don't know me?
Do I? But I'm out of here.
I already knew you were going to do that.
Yo,
who else coming in here next? Is KD finna walk in this motherfucker, man?
Everybody's feeling Nobody wants to talk about. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm not gonna say that, so I'm not gonna stand here and act like it's okay. I don't think it's okay. I came here to talk to Rasheeda woman to woman so that my son's father can finally step up and be a part of his life. But nowhere to be found. And as usual, our friends want to attack me. I don't think neither one of us knew that person was leaving. Not because I'm a friend, so obviously no person's gonna be here. And what I'm the only way that you just need to stop fucking up. Like, do you know me? No, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, bitch, what the fuck am I saying? No, she's doing too much, dude. So I know you don't care, bitch. Who the fuck out, bitch?
Hey, time out this. I done came to rock this along into the dog town with these white folks, and y'all ain't about to do this.
they out there ready for it. I ain't want none of y'all to go to jail tonight, alright?
I don't have nothing to say to Jasmine. I'm just sending my child support check. So I don't know why she felt the need to pop up here. I'm not sticking around to find out. I just got back in the house. I'm not trying to do anything from that status.
Tia, bringing Jasmine into the fold right now makes everybody feel some type of way. But why would you have a problem with me, but you don't have a problem with her? I'm just ready to First was like, he's dating. He ain't just wrong. He up here ducking wrong. He got to talk about it. Ain't nobody see it. But I don't blame her. So he felt the heat. I felt the heat. Nobody wanted none of that fight. I'm sorry. I did not mean to mess up your grand opening. I apologize. Thank you for the invite.
I just want to be cool, I promise.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. Bye, bitch. Nobody gives.
Fans were silent and in a state of shock. No one could have anticipated the explosive fight that would erupt between Jasmine Washington, a woman with a troubled past in the Atlanta scene and a complicated relationship with rapper Scrappy, and Spice, a fiery Jamaican dancehall artist known for her unrepentant attitude and larger-than-life persona, who have been dealing with a number of issues. The scene was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the history of hip-hop and love in Atlanta. She was not prepared for the emotional tempest that was about to hit her, not even by her work, personal life, or the battle with her co-stars. Spice was sitting with Jasmine, who had already caused friction for a number of the other women in the group, when things rapidly spiraled out of control. Because of her previous encounters with Scrappy and her acts in the game, she had come to admire and despise Spice, but there was also a simmering animosity that had been building for weeks. When Jasmine said something that appeared to irritate someone, there was tension in the room and a dispute. Spice, never one to hold back, answered right away, and the other women sat in uncomfortable quiet, sensing that things would only get worse. She was piercing each assertion with such ferocity that there was little opportunity for compromise or discussion. Since Jasmine never backs down, she gave a similar response. As the back and forth rapidly heated up, Spice, who had obviously been offended by Jasmine's tone, suddenly snapped and slapped Jasmine across the face. The roar reverberated through the room, leaving everyone stunned and incredulous. There seemed to be a pause in time, as if Jasmine was still processing what had just transpired. The conflict between the women had boiled over because of long-simmering, deeply ingrained frustrations and ancient grievances. Stunned, she grabbed her cheek and did not reply right away. Her expression was a mixture of horror and astonishment, as she was equally amazed by what she had done. She stood for a long time, breathing loudly and quickly, demonstrating that the slap was not only a physical conflict, but also the release of pent-up anger and fury, a symbol of the volatile emotions that had been accumulating for months. Everyone was caught between wanting to step in and not knowing how to react. Knowing that there was no turning back now, Since she was still processing what had just happened, Jasmine spoke first. Her voice was calm but painful as she said, "You don't have to do that." Spice was equally passionate, but she had little to say in reply. There was stillness for a moment, and then Spice spoke, but her voice lacked the confidence she typically conveys. "I just couldn't take it anymore," she replied, her voice softening as though she understood how awful what had just transpired was. Both women would express their reactions to the slap using theatrical language after it had occurred. Spice stated that her actions were driven by anger, and Jasmine was understandably insulted, asserting that she never deserved to be abused in such a manner. Fans and co-stars were split as the program aired, and social media erupted in responses. Every second was filmed by the cameras, transforming an intensely emotional event into the kind of reality TV scene that would quickly become popular. Some urged Spice to see that her irritations were caused by deeper, enduring issues. On the other hand, other people agreed with Jasmine when she condemned the violence and questioned if such behavior should be tolerated for entertainment purposes. This event would leave a lasting impression on Jasmine's and Spice's respective romantic and hip-hop paths. Atlanta would also serve as a depressing reminder that in the world of reality TV, emotions often surpass what the cameras can capture, and sometimes things get out of control. Before anyone intervenes to stop them, the drama was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the world of love and hip-hop Atlanta, but no one could have predicted the explosive confrontation between Spice, the fiery Jamaican dancehall artist, and Jasmine Washington, the woman with ties to rapper Scrappy and an already turbulent history in the ATL scene. There was a tense atmosphere in Spice, who is renowned for her unrepentant attitude and exaggerated character, left fans in startled silence. Nothing could have prepared her for the emotional agony that was about to occur, even though she had been dealing with a lot of issues in her personal life, at work, and of course, with her co-stars. Spice was sitting with Jasmine, who had already caused friction for a number of the other women in the group, when things rapidly spiraled out of control. Although Jasmine's previous relationships with Scrappy and her behavior in the group had sparked both admiration and contempt for Spice, there was also a persistent animosity that had been growing for weeks. It all began with a brawl after Jasmine said something that seemed to enrage everybody. Tension was evidently present. Spice, never one to hold back, answered right away, and the other women sat in uncomfortable quiet, sensing that things would only get worse. She was piercing each assertion with such ferocity that there was little opportunity for compromise or discussion. The back and forth rapidly became more intense as emo ran, but Jasmine remained persistent and gave a similar response. It was evident that the two ladies had reached a breaking point in their fight, which was now more about pride than words, following long simmering, deeply ingrained.
Stop popping up. Like, do you know me? No, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, bitch, I don't say. No, she don't want much, dude. So I know you don't care, bitch. I know everybody. That's Rasheeda's job. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Jasmine, how you know?
Me and Tara cool. I ain't gonna lie. I invited her, but I didn't know Tara was gonna bring Jasmine. Why Jasmine gotta use my partner for a book? Damn, I feel like this is deja vu.
You don't know me?
Do I? Bro, I'm out of here.
Man, I really believe you was gonna do that.
Yo,
Who else coming in here, nigga? Is KD finna walk in this motherfucker, man?
Everybody's nobody wants to talk about. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm not gonna play that. So I'm not gonna stand here and act like it's okay. I don't think it's okay. I came here to talk to Rasheeda woman to woman so that my son's father can finally step up and be a part of his life. But she's nowhere to be found. And as usual, her friends want to attack me. I don't think neither one of us knew that Kirk was with me. Kirk is our friend, so obviously no Kirk is gonna be here. What how the hell we did it? You just need to stop popping up. Like, do you know me? No, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, bitch, I don't. That's not safe. No, she don't want much, dude. So I know you don't care, bitch. Who the hell is that out, bitch?
hey, time out, listen. I done came to my salon and to the golf shop with these white folks, and y'all ain't about to do this. Y'all lay out here ready for me. I ain't want none of y'all to go to jail tonight, alright?
I don't have nothing to say to Jasmine. I'm sending my child support check. So I don't know why she felt the need to pop up here. I'm not sticking around to find out. I just got back to the house. I'm not trying to do anything to mess that up.
Tia, bring Jasmine into the phone right now and everybody gets some type of way. But why would you have a coffee with me, but you don't have a coffee with her? I'm just ready to y'all pray for like his ding. He ain't just wrong. He up here ducking wrong. He got to talk about it. Ain't nobody see it. But I was playing church, so he felt the heat. I felt the heat. Nobody wanted none of that to fight. I'm sorry, I did not mean to mess up your grand opening. I apologize. Thank you for the invite.
I just want to be cool, I promise.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. Bye, bitch. Nobody gives a